Guys, howdy! Today is the perfect day to get started in Bitcoin. That's what I want to talk to you about. If you're already started, it's even better for you. Bitcoin with Dinny, and it's Dinny here. What's the crack? I haven't talked to you in a little while. My apologies. We're back in action. There's been a lot happening. I wanted to make a video, but I was my poor old dog died there Friday 2 weeks ago, and geez, I didn't realise how much I'd miss her. I still miss her, but I just couldn't get myself to do an old video. But anyway, feeling good now, and I think when you go online, you don't want to be sharing doom and gloom. You want to try and keep it positive, and that's why I sort of was reluctant to do videos when I wasn't in a great headspace. But life goes on. This is the way of it, unfortunately, and gotta keep her lit. And I know some people probably laugh and just say, "That sure, it's only a fucking dog. What are you talking about?" And that's grand. You guys know that I don't really let what people say or are going to think about me sort of affect me. Anyway, Maul's gone, and we have to get used to life without her. And we got to talk about Bitcoin, because there's a lot going on. In terms of where we are, the state of play, everything that happened last weekend with the Bitcoin conference, it just totally changed the game. Not all of a sudden, we sort of knew this was coming, but the degree that the game has changed has been insane. I don't think anyone would have predicted we'd be here in 2024. I was thinking this would be maybe 2028 election, possibly, or maybe 2032 elections, possibly, but certainly not happening in 2024. So what's happened is Trump has opened up game theory, and I'm going to explain to you what game theory is and why it matters. Okay? So Trump and RFK are using Bitcoin as a way to win votes. So Bitcoin is now political. Remember, it wasn't too long ago that Bitcoin was nefarious. It was this illegal thing. It was for tax avoidance. It was for doing bad things. It was only for criminals, and now it's been used to swing an election. Crazy. Okay, I can't believe the price is still so cheap. But that will change, and we'll talk about that. So what Trump said he would do is, the US have about 200,000 Bitcoins, worth billions, a huge sum of Bitcoin, okay? And they're going to sell them. They seize them from criminal activities, or what they deem to be criminal activities. They seize them and they sell them in the market. Okay, and think of this. Okay, think of the insanity, because Germany done this, and if you're a German, your country really screwed your future, really dropped the ball. Okay? So we'll talk about Germany. Germany sold Bitcoin, and what did they buy with Bitcoin? They bought euros. Now Germany is basically big Europe. Germany is basically the European Central Bank. They can print euros out of fresh air, and they sold the world's hardest, scarcest monetary asset that's backed by energy, backed by proof of work, backed by physics, okay, backed by reality, basically. They sold that for an asset, the euro, that they can print out fresh air and that's backed by nothing. How crazy is that? Well, the US are talking about doing the same. And Trump said, elect me and we will not sell those Bitcoin. Those Bitcoin will be put into our strategic reserve. So remember, Bitcoiners have been speaking about this for years. Bitcoin is a reserve asset. Bitcoin will be the world reserve currency. This is Bitcoin on its way to getting there. It went from being politicians hating it to politicians now saying, we are going to change the strategy of the world's largest country. We are not going to sell the Bitcoin. We're going to actually put it in a strategic reserve. Okay? RFK went a step further. He went a step further, and he said he was going to buy, I can't remember the number, 550 Bitcoins per day if he's elected president. 550 per day. Which I heard from British HODL, is 22 years worth of the supply of Bitcoin. Okay, but he's going to buy that much a day until the US gets to 4 million Bitcoin. Till they own 4 million Bitcoin. So what's happened there is The US doesn't get along with China, the US doesn't get along with Russia, Russia doesn't get along with XYZ. All these superpowers don't get along, okay? And you've got a thing called game theory, all right? And Trump just kicks off game theory into overdrive because he sort of gave them a sneak peek of his plan. It's highly likely that he gets elected, okay? And his plan is to acquire the Bitcoin, to keep the Bitcoin. It's like this. I'll give you an example of what game theory is. I always talk about barbershops when I'm talking about scarcity. So we'll continue with the barbershop analogy. So game theory is this. We're going back to when I was 20 years of age and having peroxide blonde hair was a thing. Okay, we all had it. All right? I think we might have done it at home ourselves. But anyway, just for my analogy, we'll run with this. There's 6 barbershops in a town. They all cut hair. Everything is even. Okay, they're all fighting for customers. They all have near enough the same customers. Then it becomes really, really popular to have your hair peroxide blonde and get your hair dyed. And one of those barbershops opens that service to go, yeah, we'll cut your hair and we'll do the peroxide blonde if you want to get your hair dyed blonde. Okay, so now that one barbershop is better than all the other 5 because they're offering the in trend, the thing that people want, and the other 5 aren't. So even if the other 5, let's say they're health conscious people, they're like, that's really, really bad for your health. You shouldn't put that stuff into your hair. That's going to end up in your bloodstream. So they hate the fact that people are going to dye their hair peroxide blonde. It doesn't matter. They still have to do it. It's game theory. Their competition done it. Their competitor done it. So if they want to stay relevant, even if they don't like it, even if they don't understand why people do it and they think it looks silly, if they want to stay relevant, they've got to open up the service. And that's exactly what Trump just done. He opened up game theory for Bitcoin. Game theory has always been in Bitcoin. And Trump just accelerated it because it's now nation state game theory, okay? And it's a beautiful thing, and it's going to take Bitcoin to 100 grand, and then it's going to take Bitcoin to 1 million. Just watch, okay? People need to get on board. They need to understand this. Your friends and family are sitting on the sidelines. They're owning dumb assets, okay? They're investing into gold. It's like, if you're not super rich, this is just a little rant because I've seen this on a parent's wealth forum where they promote gold, and I think they sell gold to people, so that's why they promote it. But gold is a dumb asset for middle class people. Okay, it's not relevant. There's opportunity cost for owning gold. You're not going to make any money with gold. And the meme was, they showed a picture and it was like, gold buys a house. This much ounces of gold buys a house in 1915 or something. And then it's like, and the same amount of gold buys a house today. And I'm like, exactly. That's why it's the dumbest investment of your life. It doesn't increase in purchasing power. It doesn't do anything. You can hold it for 100 years and you can still buy the same thing. Okay? Now it is a better investment. It's a better asset than cash, which is what most people do is they save cash. That's like so bad. Okay? But if you're of the investing, you've got over the fact that saving in euros is the worst mistake of your life. Okay? And you've decided to become an investor and now you invest into gold, you're failing as an investor. Okay? And lads, I done it. I was a gold investor. You guys know this. Okay? I just didn't know what I didn't know. And now I know, so I don't make that mistake. I don't own gold anymore. Of course I don't. Why would I? I'm on a wealth creation strategy. I'm trying to create wealth. When I'm on a wealth preservation strategy, I just want to keep my wealth, then maybe I'll diversify into some gold. Okay? Because for hundreds of years, gold has allowed you to protect your purchasing power. Probably not going to change too soon. So anyway, that's just a little sideball rant. Trump sending Bitcoin to 100 grand. Bitcoin could be 100 grand before the end of 2024. There's a little Dinny bomb for you. Bitcoin could be 100 grand before the end of 2024. The way this market works is, in the cycle, we start to get the parabolic stage. Once summer ends, people come back to work, allocators come back, we start to see the supply shock in effect. There's so much positive news. If I was just starting to learn about Bitcoin, okay, today, I'd be so excited. And I think it was such an amazing time. Now, I can't give you financial advice what to do with your money. Nothing you hear here is financial advice. I have to give you that disclaimer. But me personally, knowing what I know and seeing what I'm seeing, man, this would be a good time to be getting started in Bitcoin. And remember, when you really understand Bitcoin, it's not about the price the thing goes to. I focus on the price because it sort of gets attention. But it's not about the price. It's about using the volatility to retire yourself early. And it's so simple. It's so simple and so easy. And it's such an opportunity cost. And this is my last little rant, okay? I'm going to give you a little rant on people who followed my channel and haven't set themselves up for early retirement. You guys have been following me for a while, and there's probably none of you watching. Do me a favour to the watchers, hit the like button. But I've met and spoke to people on the street, blah, blah, people say, oh, I'm following you, blah, 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 and they're following me. And then they tell me about the crypto strategy, and they're totally making an arse of it. Okay? They've got a big portfolio of altcoins, and it's just insanity. Like, especially if you've been following me 2, 3, 4 years, and you haven't sorted out your portfolio, there's huge opportunity costs. And even if you're going down the altcoin casino, you should have got it right. Okay? And I'm going to give you a pitch on this, alright? Our Retire Early Club, it does exactly that. It retires people early. Okay? And the cost of people... Hold on, I'm making a bit of an arse of the parking here. It costs you 500 quid to join it for a year, to meet with us twice a week, to be in our WhatsApp community every day, which has 6, 7 groups in it, okay? To do the 7 courses that we have on the program, to meet our expert guests. We had expert guests on there, last Thursday we bring expert guests in, occasionally, like all this value. And it's 500 quid. And then people try and DIY it, and they tell me their portfolio, and they tell me like they've 30 grand invested, or 50 grand, or 80 grand invested, or whatever the figure happens to be, and they're still underwater. It's just like, if you're going to invest the money, invest into yourself and your education. And that's my last rant. But it's frustrating when you see people, and they're just like, there's a huge opportunity here. It's such a big opportunity for normal people, for middle class people, okay, who don't have free time, who want more time with their family, who just want to work and enjoy life and live their life. Maybe don't want to have Lamborghinis and fancy yachts, or maybe you do, I don't know, I don't care. Okay, if you want that stuff, go get it. It wouldn't be for me. I just like having my free time. But there's such a huge opportunity here. And if you get it right, and if you actually invest into yourself, if you spend the time doing the work, okay, and you work hard for a year, go to Retire Early Club College with Bitcoin With Dinny, or find some other influencer or company who's doing what we do and teaching people how to use Bitcoin to retire early. There's no one else that I know of that does it the way we do it. But find someone and take the advantage, because it's a huge advantage, and people have squandered the last 3 years where they should have massively increased their net worth. There was a huge opportunity over the last two years. And most people haven't, because they just don't have the right information. And you're almost in a better position if you're starting today than if you're someone who's made an arse of it and you're underwater, because now you have to get back to par before you can actually do things right. So take the opportunity, share this with your friends and family, tell them that they need to do the work on Bitcoin, because it's not going away. Bitcoin is becoming a world reserve asset. How do I know that? Because the next president of America just told me. Okay? So stop listening to your friend down the pub or your mate in the barber's. Okay? Because they haven't a clue. Listen to what the world leaders are telling you. Bitcoin is going to be a world reserve asset. Okay? It's not even bigger than gold yet. It's got so much runway, the volatility will retire you early. Bitcoin is money you can own, money you can spend permissionlessly, and money with a fixed supply. The other money that you use all your life is a money you can't own, a money you can't spend permissionlessly. You need permission to spend it, and a money with an unlimited supply. Imagine selling this one to buy this one. Selling Bitcoin to buy euros. Well, that's what the governments have been doing. So you should never... It's the most inefficient institution on the planet. Okay? Especially when they can print the Bitcoin for free, or print the euros for free. So that's your opportunity, people. The world hasn't figured this out yet, but a lot of you guys have. A lot of the Bitcoin With Dinny community have. I'm on the way up to the office now. I've got consulting for the day, meeting a client, building a plan to retire early, setting up all the technical stuff. If you need help with that, give me a message, give me a DM, go on to Bitcoin With Dinny. If you want to get into the Retire Early Club and learn it all yourself and be taught over a year, Retire Early Club, it costs you 500 quid, 497, whatever it is. 500 euros. Give me a message if you want to get in. But there's a huge opportunity cost. We're about to go into a parabolic bull run. Remember, when there's a bull run, that's when retail come in. Normal people, your family, your friends, they come in, they make an arse of it. Okay? They lose their money. All our community who know how to do it right basically get rich off their money. Okay? Don't hate the player. That's the game. Alright? And that's why you need education. The difference between those who make money and retire early and those who come to crypto and are basically the liquidity is education. That's it. And that's why it's so important. Huge opportunity. Really excited to see the back half of this year. And hope you guys have a really good week this week. I'm going to stay busy, get a bit of consulting done. Dinny out for now.